coach. Put me in the game.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Hill one more time. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Hill. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Ready. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the ground. It's Hill. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there. Only a yard. Leaves on the 3rd and 9 later. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd down, Whitfield, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down and then some. 36 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Whitfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throw for Eckler on the crossing route, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Touchdown, Dolphins! Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it. He did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. 2-0, third and goal. He's got it. Touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down. He rifles one that's intercepted. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On the set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Tua. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, we may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught inside the 5. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, 97. And cycle. Ready?
Now Tua. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. He's at the 50. The 30. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Booker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
A very solid gain of 27.
Ready?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. The defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Takes it to the 26, just a 1 yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature. The defensive tackle position is as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Tua now on 1st down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off it. We're back now in KC. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Austin Eckler, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He will return this from deep in the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run the counter. Whitfield. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
They'll try again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Booker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Booker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tua now on first down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a three-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Second and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Mahomes now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way around, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 24. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. They complete it to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. One final try for Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these